Unit 9, Topic 6, Inscribed Quadrilaterals. Inscribed means to draw something inside of something else. So an inscribed quadrilateral is a four-sided shape whose vertices are on a circle. So below, we have a four-sided shape where the vertices are on the circle. That means that this shape is an inscribed quadrilateral. Last time, we talked about something called an inscribed angle. That is an angle whose vertex is on the circle. Well, we learned that if we take that angle and the arc across from it, 2 times the angle will equal its arc. So 2 times x will equal 70 degrees. To solve for x, we divide both sides by 2, and we find that the angle is 35 degrees. The next fact that we know is that all of the arcs in a circle will add to 360 degrees. With these 2 facts in mind, let's consider the angles in the quadrilateral that are opposite each other. So let's look at angle D and angle F. The arc across from D and the arc across from F together form the entire circle. So the arc across from D is green, and the arc across from F is purple, and together they do form the entire circle. Because all of the arcs in a circle will add to 360 degrees, we know the arc across from D plus the arc across from F will have to be 360 degrees. Because the angles are inscribed, we know 2 times the angle will equal the arc. So, if we take 2 times angle D plus angle F, it's going to equal arc D plus arc F. So 2 times angle D plus angle F will be 360 degrees. Dividing both sides by 2, I find that angle D plus angle F is 180 degrees. Looking at the next example, I have angle E and the arc across from it, and I have angle G and the arc across from it. The arc across from E and the arc across from G together form an entire circle. So, by the same explanation as before, angle E plus angle G is 180 degrees. We'll find that opposite angles in an inscribed quadrilateral must sum to 180 degrees. Any angles opposite each other in an inscribed quadrilateral will add to 180 degrees. So looking at the following example, let's solve for question mark. Opposite angles in an inscribed quadrilateral will sum to 180 degrees. So 80 degrees plus question mark, that is angle W, plus angle R, must equal 180 degrees. Because angle W is 80 degrees plus angle R will equal 180 degrees. To solve, we'll subtract 80 degrees from both sides, and we find that angle R is 100 degrees. Let's look at something a little bit more complex. So, solving for x first. Opposite angles in an inscribed quadrilateral will sum to 180 degrees. So we're going to find that angle P plus angle R will be 180 degrees. Angle P is 63 degrees, plus angle R is 3x, and it must equal 180 degrees. Solving for x, I'll subtract 63 from both sides, and I find that 3x equals 117. To solve for x, I have to divide away that 3, and I find that x is 39 degrees. Now, let's solve for y. So, opposite angles in an inscribed quadrilateral will sum to 180 degrees. So angle Q plus angle S will have to equal 180 degrees. Angle S is 4y minus 1. Angle Q is 65. So 4y minus 1 plus 65 will equal 180 degrees. Combining like terms, that means that 4y plus 64 is 180 degrees. To solve, we'll subtract 64 from both sides, and we find that 4y is 180 minus 64 is 116 degrees. To solve for y, we'll divide both sides by 4. We find that y is 29 degrees.